the playwright Lin-Manuel came to see the show, it would be so surreal.
Exquisite.
Exhilarating.
Inspiring.
Spectacular.
Delightful.
Uplifting.
Complete. Working with this cast has been really interesting, especially living in an area like DC. A lot of you would think that living in an area like DC, you'd run into a lot of casts that are diverse. But I've done a lot of shows, and all of them have been like not diverse at all.
It's a very inclusive cast. Everyone's trying to work together, and everyone works really hard. And we're also including people who don't speak English, and we have people who don't, like myself, who don't speak Spanish, so there's this language barrier. But because of the people who are bilingual and because of like the just sort of human nature of understanding, we are able to like come together and make like a great, beautiful thing.
Working with such a diverse cast is probably the best thing in the show, just because not only do we get to experience other people's cultures, but also we get to hang out with people we don't really see around school. There's a bunch of, I'm in my own group of friends, but also a lot of other people in their other group of friends who are most likely in their own, little race thing.
And just the creativity and the diversity of thought, diversity of culture, diversity of everything in this show really allows for an explosion of ideas that is really interesting to see come together at the end.
I think it's great. I mean, we actually have people who are of said ethnicity of the show working with us, and I think the accuracy totally matters here, and the fact that we have these people here makes everything better.
Working with a cast like this and being in a school like Annandale, really, it allows for the creative process to be influenced by people from different backgrounds.
So being able to kind of intertwine our cultures together in one musical is a really good thing, because I get to, it kind of breaks, I guess, stereotypes, because you get to kind of, experience them, and you don't have this thought of one race anymore, because you're in it together and you're in this together.
Being a part of ATC makes me feel included, it makes me feel important, and it also gives me a really great sense of community.
Speaking as somebody who kind of lives here, I never leave. And I honestly found my home here. I was talking to my friend the other day about how I feel about Annandale Theater Company, and it's honestly my family. They're my family. That's how I feel about them. They make me feel really accepted.
It's because this is a place for me, this is an outlet for me, first of all. Being inundated with a lot of homework and tests and all this other stuff that the school gives, IB, stuff like that. It's a good way for me to just kind of let all that go and just kind of move and jump and all that kind of stuff. I could run around in the theater as much as I want to, because it's not school. I can't run around the hallways. So that's something I look forward to. And also, I get to let go of myself for a while and let go of all my worries and all my problems, because I get to act a different person, and I get to be this person who's snobby for example, I get to act as a snobby who is totally different, well, maybe not totally different, but someone I'm not, and that's something really cool for me and something I look forward to every day.
Well, especially with this show, it is in every aspect of the definition a feel-good musical. Basically every show that I've been in is a feel-good show in its own weird, quirky way. But especially here, it's feel-good for the people who are in it, it's feel-good for the cast, it's feel-good for the crew, and it's feel-good for the tech. It's important to me because this show gives me the confidence that I have probably never had.
This show is really important to me because it shows the culture of a people who are often not seen as a minority, but rather as just not even people in this country. So it's important because it's showing these people, these Hispanic, Latina people as actual people and actual persons with lives and backstories and relationships and families.
The show is very important to me is because the fact that I connect so much with this character, Usnavi. He was born right before he was leaving his home country, and basically he's, I guess, an immigrant or or someone who came from another country, which is just like
The show has been different from any other show that I've done with ATC because this is my first time designing publicity, and I've always wanted to design publicity. It's been one of like my goals for ATC, and I finally get the chance to do it.
It's different because we have a lot of diverse people in this show specifically since it's more Hispanic based. We have a lot of ESOL kids and a lot of more Hispanic kids, so it's harder to get the point across because different languages, but it's pretty easy since we're in a pretty diverse school. And I think it's going well because it brings the two programs closer together and makes it a lot more fun.
Costumes wise, everything's modern, so we don't have to worry about a lot of old-fashioned time periods.
It's a lot different because we have a lot more rotating set and moving set instead of stationary pieces like in our last shows like Music Man and Line in the Sand. This one we have pieces like a salon that comes out, rotates, and we have to make it to where other buildings transform into other ones, so it makes it a lot more harder.
Well, there's a lot more effort involved, and this is my second time designing costumes for a show, so there's also a lot more people you need to wrangle and like, you know, get costumes for, so it's sort of fun doing that.
Before coming into ATC as a freshman, I basically like had no friends. I was bullied like every single day of my life, and I wanted to find a home somewhere in school where I could be around people that were positive and around people who were always happy and people who wanted to accomplish one goal. And I came to Annandale Theater Company and I realized that this was the place where everyone could just come together and just create something so great. And once I found that, it's been like the greatest feeling in the whole world.
I like it because I work with my hands and it gives me an opportunity to further increase my skills in that area, and I just love working with my hands and working with wood. I think it's a lot of fun to build things, and I love the people in theater, so it's fun.
It's like a huge community. It's like a family because everyone's so close and we all love each other, so it's great.
This show is important to me because it is my first time working with such a diverse group of people. I've worked with pretty much the same people all throughout my ATC experience, and this is a new show where everyone from all different types of backgrounds, all different types of cultures, and it's important to me because I feel like not just this little part is the world. There's so much more out there, and I get to experience more of that with this cast.
This performance is important to me because I heard about this musical a while back, and I wanted to see how I could pull it off with my creativity and my set team.
It's actually made me enjoy doing a lot of things that I wouldn't otherwise, and it's given me the chance to act and design costumes and work together with a whole bunch of people that I really like. I think it touches on a lot of different stories that many people can connect to, and I know I definitely can connect to some of these stories. So I think it can touch a lot of people really deeply. Because it's a chance to work on a show that I really like with a cast I really
Sí me gusta ser miembro de la compañía de teatro de Annandale porque siento que hacemos diferentes actividades para entretener a la comunidad de Annandale.
Sí, por supuesto que sí, porque experimentamos nuevas aventuras, aprendemos más y me encanta bastante la actuación y todo eso, me gusta mucho.
Me importa porque primeramente me gusta mucho todo tipo de artes, dibujo, danza, baile, cantar. Y aparte también porque me gusta entretener a la gente.
Porque me siento, bueno, habla mucho sobre nuestros países latinos, centroamericanos y todo eso, me siento caracterizada con las personas que están en el play, en la obra, es algo grandioso.
Mi parte favorita es el canto, me gusta aprender nuevas canciones sobre mi propia cultura.